Oh, hey there everyone, welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. My name is Emily. Today we are in Train Sim Classic on the Just Trains Southwestern Expressway route. Today we are driving from here at, well, we're departing Westbury. We just had driver stop, just departing. We're taking train 6, Victor 62, the 1318 for Tavistock Junction. We've got some bitumen tanks on and some petrol and some fuel tankers, sorry. These are going, the bitumen tankers are going to a place I can't remember, and the fuel tankers are actually for rail fuel. So they are going down to the basically St Philip's Marsh and Bristol, Plymouth Lyra, and lastly all the way down to the end of the route at Long Rock Depot. We're going to go up to 40 miles per hour as our start speed today, and then build up and coast basically. So it goes notch 7 of power. And this is our 60 limit. We should, to be honest, be able to just accelerate smoothly. But what I'm going to do is hit my train length doofer. Then listen for the double beep, which means it's time to do it. For some reason, that's decided it isn't working today, which is fascinating. Perfect. We're still below 40, so so I'm using a window capture today because for some reason my prop thing isn't working, which is fine. I'm going to go full power now. We are heavy, but yeah, we are obviously on reasonably level ground. It's a warm summer's day. So I have no concerns. We'll build up to 60, and we want to stay there basically on this run. Oops. That's my notepad right there. Also de-isolate my DSD because that should be operational. That's what that sounds like. Perfect. So, we'll say 60 is where we're going to build up to. We're nearly there now. What I'll do is pull back to half power and then one notch should hold us in about the right place. Yeah, we'll just have half power so the speed should fall away slowly. So it's a 25-mile run? But yeah, 25 miles, we're 26, so it's about 27, 28. But we should be reasonably close to 60 all the way, so you know you get a couple of points where it drops. So it should be around a half-hour run. And after that, I'm going to get ready and go to work because sadly I'm an adult who works weekends. Yeah, this will hopefully give me a chance to get a bit ahead on my videos because recently I've been really struggling to stay sort of ahead on YouTube. It's really easy to get behind, and then once once you're there, it's difficult to dig yourself back out. But yeah, I'm being Alpha on Monday, which will be fun. It was weird. Car alarm went off at the same time as the DSD did, so I wasn't sure if it was the DSD or the car alarm. Got a 50 warning. We'll just pull back to a coast now, which will mean just by rolling resistance we'll start slowing down, and air resistance, and obviously friction on the wheels. really cool that I'm using in video broadcast, so that sound effect, sorry, the sound of the car alarm outside isn't being picked up at all. That's really cool. There's 50, so the brakes take a while to come off now that they're in good timing, sorry. And there's the 50. Well judged. There we go. Car alarm shut up here. Hello 150, wide. Average. 60. So yeah, as soon as the end of the train passes, that, to be honest, if I just rag it, no one will notice. And the back of the train's already gone past it anyway. It's not a particularly long train. There's a lot of vehicles, but because they're all 10 little TTAs, it's a really short train comparatively. You know, if I actually can't open up the window with this, but I do that. See what I mean? It's a really short train. So pretty much by the time the engine's revved up and we start accelerating, we'll pass the speed thing. At the multiboards, so I'm going to brake again. We only got up to 50 this time, but you know. See the brakes take that long to apply. Signal ammo clearing to green, that's fine. That I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. Try to make that speed fall away somewhat aggressively. There's the 40. And what we'll do is we'll look at the 40 and then brake release. And just because we're going onto a curve, I'm going to keep a bit of power on just so that we don't stall going around the curve, or well, lose too much speed basically. We wouldn't stall. But there's it's a short train, but there's a lot of wheels, which means going around the curve, there's a lot of drag basically. I'm not sure TS simulates drag from wheels on a curve. It'd be fun to try it out, but yeah. And going over the basically passing the end here, we can accelerate again. Up to 60 we go! Oh. 158 coming the other way. Like I said, it's 2006, so Wessex trains, Southwest trains are a thing. So basically what we've done here, I can show you on a map, where there's a big triangle. I mean, this is a matter of miles, I believe. Yeah, I mean, that's miles there, either side. To go this way, you go up towards Swindon. This way, you go towards Bristol. And, yeah. That's really freaking irritating, but you know. So I'm just getting YouTube up just so I can see what's going to be recorded next and talk about that. So yeah, what did you think of the High Miles video? There's another High Miles video coming this weekend. See? Because basically the you know, I used as a comparison of a Katyusha, and I don't know why there's that many bridges missing, but this is just trains. You know, that is a common issue I find with just trains routes, is the level of detail's not done right. So major landmarks like bridges drop out if you go slightly below maximum density, which I can't do because I keep getting ON errors. rolling through a station. Rolling, rolling, rolling through the station, going. Keep them dies moving right. Cool thing about TTAs, obviously I know they think I've got the number of batches, but they were, so let's go do that. There we go. They were, I think photos of these being bullpen at like 9Fs and stuff, but they've pretty much only recently just gone fully off the network, which is pretty cool to me that, you know, they've had such a long life. The stories they could tell us, they'd say. So, passing, is this, which is the station I'm thinking about? No, it's not. There's basically a disused station we pass. Yeah, no, it's not this at all. And passing that station, our speed limit drops down to a 30 1 mile after it, so, yeah. Just stick it on there. Monitor that, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, aside from that, not much else for you to talk about. Got mac and cheese for dinner. Need to get some lunch on my way to work. I'm gonna have a nice sort of chill day. We don't start till 2:30, so it's 11:45 now. So I'm gonna get dressed, wander into town, wander around the shops. Rather fun little thing I have at the moment is yeah, I did, as you saw in the video, sorry, was placing the Bluetooth chip in a loco. I get paid on Friday, I may get a couple more chips and do Bluetooth shipment. If I can do, because I had to put it in the unpowered one, which I think in hindsight was a mistake, but I'm too tired to swap them around. But yeah. No, here's our DC station. We are rolling up a rather steep hill here, so yeah, you can see the tracks is sort of realigned and the station's not. What we'll do is I'm going to put shepherd brake on, just bring us down gently to 30. Like I say, it's after the end of this curve, basically, there's a hill, and yeah, into the tunnel, and the tunnel's a 30 limit. So yeah, we won't be slowed down just after that signal, so I'm going to. Wow. Like I say, the brakes on these are not exactly effective. So it's that little cut and curve bridge on the number. We're down at 40. We'll roll up to it and I'll make sure we go through it at 30. There we go, just check myself down, 30. And again, you know, I give it 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, power. The train's not started accelerating yet. Still not accelerating. I could have just gone straight into power. Yeah, wow. Took it that long to wrap up. Just gonna check my... I'm sorry it keeps doing that, guys. I can't fix it. Then 50... Yes, so we can actually only expect a 50 clearing it, which is fine. That was... Because it's 50 for the curve to join the spur of the Great Western that leads in to Bristol. It's rather nice scenery in this little part of the world. This little corner of Britain. So I do apologize, I've got snivels. I think it's because I'm sitting quite reclined that it does it. Basically, it lines my sinuses up so it just leaks backwards. And then I just sound like death. Oh. So today on Northern Princess Productions. Today on Northern Princess Productions. No. Doesn't help with all sounding feminine bit, does it? And what I'll do is coast, because we are going to hit 50 limit soon. Hopefully not going to hit it, but you know. I'm just going to coast for like 53, 54, and then jack a bit of brake in, slow me down, and then be good to go. There's a warning for 60. Just shut half power, just to sustain us. So you're sort of rolling vaguely uphill here. Yeah, there's the 50 warning. Would definitely love a full new 66 in TS. Like an AP level 66, you know? Because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done before the 66. But it's one of those trains that's just everywhere. And it's not a good representation. You know, there's a lot of... Because of how many of them there are, there's so much variety, and it's difficult to thingy it all. Let the speed fall away a bit much there, so I'll go at about half power again. Now, once we've regained the main line, we actually go up to 60. Well, part, I'll just be poking my head out the window using the little frame length beeper. VD3 maneuver. Cooling fans kicking in, which is fine. We are allowed to have cooling fans kicking in. Brake limit is 65 here, wear limit is 60, so that's fine. And then you get a warning for a 40. Pulley power off now, which calms that down a bit. And then what we'll do is we're going to round the curve here, and as we sort of join this wall, there can be a like a wall section on the left. If I just do that, that'll be enough fall-away speed for us to hit the end doing about 40. So what we're doing here is we're slowing down to go through Bath Spa Station. There's the 40. So we're idle now, slightly below, happy with that. We're just going to coast around here. What I'll probably do actually is just give myself 30% power just to sustain us a bit. Coming through the town of Bath, or Bath. And it's a bath and it's also a bath, so yeah, go figure. So it's a bath and you go to Bath, so yeah, go figure. There's a reminder that we're actually that restricts all traffic to 40 now. Probably to stop us swaying too much and hitting the platform, going around the curve. Banner repeater is a proceed aspect. Although we didn't get checked down, so I was happy we'd be able to depart there, but yeah. And power on. There you go, and again, tail line's long past, barely above 30. And we should be able to get 61 last time on the way to Bristol. Apologies for coughing there. What'll happen is we'll get to Bristol, we're going to stop on the central road, or at least we're path to, I should say, and hand over to our oppo from there. Probably the longest, just like cruise bit. We're also now going downhill, so we should be able to build up speed and at least coast, if not using jabs of brake, to not get caught out. I've got some dice on my foot. You thought that was a joke? No, that was just a predicament that I'm in. Like I say, I apologise for the... my settings are like 80%, 90%, and that's happening, so blame just trains as far as I'm concerned. You can see there's like bushes and stuff, which, yeah, it's the way just trains have done routes. I feed it back as bugs when I test them, but, you know. Yeah. Right. Over the bridge, far away. Over the bridge, far away. What's that nursery rhyme? Oh, my combining nursery rhymes here. I don't know. Help! Help! Shut up! HST! Clag factor of over 9,000. Feel like I had to cough there just to thingy, and it's not even real. It's not real. Right, we're off. Shower break. think I'm running better than I was when I was doing the notes for this, because I passed a train in that tunnel last time, I think. There we go. Just gonna stick for power and get up to 60 and then coast. Apologies for coughing on camera. You can see I'm not a well woman. Now my hope is, because I was looking at my schedules, my mind, basically on the weekend, we only have one team in. I was looking and there's no one scheduled to cover my team's supervisor, because my supervisor is off sick and two of the supervisors are on annual leave. And yeah, unless a manager comes in on the day off, which I don't think is going to happen, we'll end up having to close early, which would mean a nice relaxed Saturday night for me, hopefully. We'd just be sitting like, what's the process? We can't take calls, we can't do anything, because like, yeah, we need a grown-up, and we haven't got any grown-ups. I'm not assuming to be a qualified grown-up, I need a grown-up. Aside from that, so you guys may remember, I might have talked about this earlier, but I travelled on the Caledonian Sleeper with my friend Hannah. I've been enjoying vodka and coke, so I ordered Puffing Billy Steam vodka. Boys! It's from the Porter's Distillery. It's really weird. It tastes, which is over in Hike in Scotland. The way I would describe the taste, yeah, the one description I have of it is sort of iron brew, but heavily alcoholic. Yeah, but yeah, the nice thing about it is one of the things I talked to my counsellor about, and she was sort of saying is the way that people get themselves to sleep better, is to trick your brain with a sound or a taste that means it is now bedtime. So I've had this bottle 2 months and it's still like the third full, maybe a quarter full. Actually no, a third full. But I have like a little glass before bed, not every night even. But it just, my brain goes bedtime. And yeah, but it is just, I think it's a nice, I quite like the bottle as well. It's not cheap, like, you know, a bottle of Jack Daniels, £25. Same size bottle of this, £40. So substantially more expensive, really, but still pretty nice. Yeah, it's not a sit down, get blind drunk on it, but it's a sit down, relax, and enjoy. So I just had to get a screenshot there. But to show you where we are now, we're on this part of the shape, and we're check. Oh, actually, so we shouldn't get to any adverse signals on our way in, which would be nice. But yeah, I passed him last time, right the way back in one of those tunnels. So, actually no, I got confused. It's a different tunnel. So I may still be on time. What was he going to, by the way? He was going Alexandra Dr. Westbury. Yeah, that's aggregate flow. Got a 150 coming at us. We're rather high up here, aren't we? I have, of course, travelled. So when I did my journey to go collect my Tudor gown, I came out west basically. I went up to Yawns, a town near Gloucester. Got my address, then came back via Bristol. Really strange thing happened actually. As I was waiting for my train at Bristol Parkway, I heard the train arriving at platform 1 is the 14:30 cross-country service to Edinburgh Waverley, or to Edinburgh. And I thought, do I get on that and just go directly home? It'd probably be quicker, I'm tired, ... Turns out, hold my beer. Please note my managers, if I'm not drinking beer before work, I wouldn't dare do that. Hold my beer. I beat it back to Newcastle. Well, actually, it beat me, but by about 5 minutes. Now, the train I got on home was diverted by Hertford Loop due to engineering works. As such, if there were no engineering works, because I think Hertford Loop adds about 20 minutes, it was literally in the the cross country was in the train station at Newcastle, divided, part of it getting ready to depart. So it had been there no more than like 4 or 5 minutes. So my theory, if you'll permit me such a luxury, is that it's quicker to go via London than it is on cross country. Yeah, it'll be this tunnel. We passed that other freight train in. Confuse my tunnels, it happens. Look at 16. I want to. There we go. See, I'm a bit ahead of time. And the other ballisters. Okay, cool. So it must be like this. Alexandra Dock must be a. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll go idle. 25 warning. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a brake on. And, because we are running, actually no, I'm going to go, yeah. Sharpish brake application. It's basically the 25, it's not that far ahead, and we're approaching adverse signals, so we may have issues. I'll really quickly take hopefully one last screenshot here for potential thumbnail usage. There we go. Taking it through both methods, that way I should definitely have the screenshot taken. Double amber, single next. See how slowly this thing brakes. The brakes on these things are basically just cheese. That's a 25 there. Oh, that's a 10. Sorry, it's a 10 to diverge, my apologies. So this is Bristol Freightliner Depot. It's now disused. Over there, St Philip's Marsh. So I think what'll happen is See, again, we're not doing this in this scenario, but we'll go in at Bristol Temple Mead, go into the carriage line in Bedminster, and then reverse in, and that's where we'll drop off our tanks on the fueling road. And then we'll continue south, and then basically collect them empty on the way home. Single ember with a diverging. We can see the next things are all red, so without reading through, we know we're going to have to slow down. I'm going to start bleeding the speed. Yes, this is the former Bristol Freightliners terminal. So much here, am I right, home viewers? Back in the cab. And we are going to have to, basically, we are going to get taught to tab this, so, but I want to be nice and slow for it, because we're being realistic, and there's no way to be accurate for these signals, so, actually there's a magnet there. But it's really close against it, and to be honest, so I know most freight companies, I think it's 14 over the magnets, but we're at like 10, and I think we'd still struggle to stop. So I'm going to put a bit more brake on. Tabs approved. There we go. So we've got our calling on signal. And we'll goose the throttles one last time. Behind us is something road depot. What's it called? Barton Hill. Not even a road depot, a hill. Bristol Barton Hill. I'm just going to get up to about 50 to 20. Oh, we're redlining. Let's not melt the train for the next driver. He wouldn't be impressed. I'm going to sneeze. Ooh. 5 in the box, so we are rolling in a bit of chat. Yeah, so it's even the days of Virgin cross country still being a thing. Wow. Virgin, of course, fully gone from the UK railway industry. Vol1, yeah, this is an old Bristol Temple Mead. We've got first Barbie, another HST parked up over there. I've got a driver on the road. Just as an abundance of caution, give him blast on the horn. And what we'll do is we'll just check ourselves down to like 5 and then stop right next to him. Well, he's not on the road, but he's in the... to be honest, that would probably loosely qualify as a position of safety. Not gonna lie. If I was the scenario designer, I'd put him there. There we go. So you can bring the train up to stand here at Bristol. We roll onto a little bridge and you get weird crack noises because largest trains. Reverser can go neutral. There we go. So we're going to hand the train over to him. He's going to work it forward. Thank you guys for watching today's little video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a regular basis. We'll see you next time. Bye bye bye.